Welcome back to this week's edition of the Draft Guys. We're excited to have you tuning in. This is going to be a great draft. We are doing fictitious villains, and we've got our normal cast of characters. Evan's going to be leading us off with the first round pick because he won a controversial victory last week in the fast food menu items challenge. And I feel like nobody was really satisfied except for Evan with the outcome of that draft. This week, we have a fiction and superhero movie buff, video game buff guest judge with us, Jeff Grimes. He attends church with all of us pretty much, except for Evan, because he's a weirdo that lives way out in Seattle, but everybody else. And so we're excited to get this draft started. So it's the villain's power in their own universe. Thanos does not have to fight a Disney villain. It's how epic and powerful they are in their particular universe, their fictitious universe. We're also going to be looking for like variety, draft value, those kinds of things. So Jeff's going to be keeping track and keeping score. We'll put a list up at the end, and then we're going to decide who the winner is. I am springing this on the Draft Guys cast right now. They have not heard this. This is breaking news. We are going to tabulate first, second, and third place each week, and they will get points. First place gets 20, second place gets 10, third place gets 5, and at the end of the season, we will crown a Draft Guys champion, and there will be some prize to be determined by myself, and we are also going to crown a Draft Guys ultimate loser for the year, and there will be an terrible punishment, just horrific. We've got some, we're actually going to take some suggestions, but we've got some ideas already. So exciting stuff. Keep track of it all season long. I'll post a leaderboard on social media so everybody knows where we're at so far. We will count the wins first, second, and third in the last 4 drafts as well. So we'll tabulate and post the results after this draft. All that being said, Jeff, we're excited to have you here. Evan, you are the winner from last week, so you're taking pick 1-1. Who is it?
No other than Darth Vader.
Yeah, it had to be Vader, right? Everybody believes it had to be Vader at 1. Although Braxton said he wouldn't take Vader at 1. We actually lost Braxton again, but Vader is the right pick for number 1. I mean, would you have taken Vader number 1, Jeff?
Actually, after doing a lot of thought, I would not have. I would not have.
Okay.
I have another number 1 that, looking at your rubric, gave me, in my mind, more points based on your rubric.
Okay. Well, we'll see who takes. Hopefully, still go. Maybe Jace will take him right here. Jace has given us very strong early round picks and some real horrible late round picks. So he's going to bounce. He's going to bounce back this week.
Come on, buddy.
I'm coming. I'm going with my first pick. I'm taking the Joker.
Okay. I think that's my 1 and 2. So I'm glad that I was in the right vein and I'm going the right direction. Yeah, Joker I think is a great pick. He was a iconic villain before the Heath Ledger role, but he certainly was an iconic villain after the Heath Ledger role. I mean, I think that You Want to See a Magic Trick is one of the best villain scenes of all time. All right, Brady Neese is up with the 3rd pick, and he disappeared, but he is back. All right, Brady, you're up with the 3rd pick.
Hey, I'm not gonna let my laptop randomly died, so this is me. I missed type picks 1 and 2 and 3.
Vader and Joker. Perkins is out, so you're picking 3rd.
Hey, I'll go Thanos.
Okay, Thanos is pick number 3. That's a quality pick. We assumed Thanos would go in the first round. Okay, Gabe.
I'm gonna take Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, Justice is bummed out about that pick.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping he would fall to me, but good pick.
That's a great pick.
My favorite villain.
All right, Luke Miller's up.
I'm going to go with Voldemort.
Old Voldy.
Yep.
I think I'm just going to type He Who Must Not Be Named.
There
That works.
on the list. Okay, Voldemort's picked. All right, Judd, you're up, and then Braxton with back-to-back.
I mean, I think the real heavy hitters are kind of gone.
Those are the top 5 villains, in my opinion, I think, that went off in a row.
Yeah, I think so too. Wow. I'm left with absolutely. I don't really have a first round pick here as far as guys that are available. Go ahead and just give me. I'm not going Star Wars again. Just give me Smaug. Give me Smaug. I'll go to the Hobbit and give me that big dragon.
I think that's a fine pick for a first rounder. Again, he was great in the book. In the movie, when he flies out of the, into the village and he says, "I am fire, I am death," that is a fantastic scene.
Two Lord of the Rings villains in the first round is crazy.
Yeah, he terrorizes old Lake Town, pretty bad.
Technically, one's a Hobbit villain and one's a Lord of the Rings villain.
You mean the greatest?
Two Middle Earth villains in the first round is
there
crazy.
You go, Middle Earth. Good reference, Luke.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeff.
All right, Braxton, back to back, man. This is where you can really put your mark on this draft. And you have back to back.
Okay, I'll make it quick since I'm kind of laggy. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm gonna go Megatron.
Nice pick. I like Megatron pick.
Yeah, good job, Braxton.
And then I'm gonna go Ivan Drago from Rocky IV.
That is a solid pick. Yeah, Ivan Drago is a excellent pick. Braxton's got a nice, for picking late, that's a really nice start to your list for sure.
I must break you. That's oof.
If he dies, he dies.
Yes, dude.
All right, Judd.
Brax, great pick.
I'm gonna go with my favorite superhero's villain, number 1 villain, and I'm gonna go with Green Goblin here, with my next pick, the Spider-Man's number 1 villain.
Okay, Goblin's good. And he is in 2 generations worth of Spider. Like he was great in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but I think, is it William Dafoe that plays him? He's got to be like 80 or something, and was still great in the when he was in the Tom Holland one. So very.
I mean, you also get points for the fact that he's a comic book character first and foremost from the '60s. So I mean, he's been around for. I mean, that character's been around for decades and decades. So.
Yeah, good pick. I like the Goblin.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke, following up Voldemort.
I'm gonna go with Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs.
That is
nice
awesome
Chianti.
Pick. Yeah, great pick. Lecter would have been my top 5 for sure.
Oof.
Okay, Gabe, you got Sauron 1.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Dracula.
Just like Dracula, like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Can you please specify which one?
Morbius.
There's only one Dracula. There's only one Dracula.
Does he say blah blah blah?
That's Hotel Transylvania.
That's a different guy. We're talking about Bram Stoker's original Dracula. Nice, good pick. And pretty historic villain as well. He's not this is not new. So I like that. All right, Brady, you're up. Thanos and.
Hey, I think I'm going to take President Snow from the Hunger Games.
Okay.
I needed a literary villain.
I think that's a good villain. He's definitely memorable. That was a great performance by what's his name?
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland. He's dead, right? Tribute to Donald Sutherland. He was a great actor.
Yeah.
Okay, Jace, you started off strong with the Joker.
I'm going to take, for my pick, I'm going to take Jaws.
All right. The shark from Jaws, right?
The shark. Specifically the shark from Jaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is, listen, I feel like that pick scores points because of all the people on this list, you hear the Vader music that Evan played and you immediately know Darth Vader's coming. If you hear the every person, even if you've never seen the movie, knows what that means.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
good pick. All right, Evan,
Thank
back to
you.
back,
Thank
man.
you.
All right, so I dipped into Star Wars. I'm gonna have to dip into Marvel. In my opinion, comic wise, the biggest villain with the biggest range, Doctor Doom.
Yeah. By the way, quick sidebar. Have you guys watched the trailer yet?
It is
Looks amazing.
It's a
I love
great
it.
trailer.
Unbelievable. Like when Doom stops the axe with 2 fingers.
Yeah, pretty
It's
aura.
very cool.
All 6 Infinity Stones couldn't stop that axe.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Okay, you've got Vader and Doom. That's a lot of power. Who's number 3?
I'm gonna have to go with someone classic here. Like you said, with the music, I think people that just recognize. I'm gonna have to go Michael Myers.
Okay.
Halloween, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a nice pick. That is a nice pick. Yeah, same thing with the music. You immediately know he's immediately recognizable. Does that anybody know what the mask was? The actual mask was he wore in the Halloween movie? Yeah, I knew Jeff would know. Brady, you know? Does anybody else know? It is a William Shatner mask that they bought for like $2 at
Yeah,
Didn't they turn it inside out?
I don't know if it's inside out or if it's just a
the
cheap.
William Shatner mask.
Yeah, but it's William Shatner. These guys don't even know who William Shatner is.
Captain Kirk,
Yeah,
you must
he's-
be kidding.
Yeah, that's him. All right, Jace, you're up. You got the Joker and the Shark.
I'm going to take Scar from Lion King.
I think that's Disney's best villain. So I think that's a great pick.
Jeremy Irons.
GPT for Jace.
Disney-
ChatGPT.
No,
Oh no.
I don't know how to use AI.
All right, Brady, you're up.
All right, this is a 30, maybe even 40-year franchise at this point. I'm going to go Terminator.
Hmm.
So here's a question. So you're taking the actual Terminator from the first movie.
Yeah, I feel like we need a specification by
Yes.
Brady. So
Yeah.
T1000?
No,
Yes.
T800.
Brady said just yes. Brady just said yes to T1000.
No, the T1000 is the liquid guy.
It's Terminator 2. Which one are you going with? Arnold's original in 84? Or are you going with T1000 in 92?
I'm going the liquid one.
T1000.
I don't know the number.
Okay,
But I'll take
T1000.
that one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Robert Patrick playing T1000.
This is why Jeff is the guest judge. That is great knowledge right there.
That's a lot.
Okay, Gabe. Sauron and Dracula. Very creepy dudes so far.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a pretty good value pick with where we're at. I'm going to take Emperor Palpatine.
I think people were scared off of taking Palpatine because they didn't want to take more Star Wars characters, but obviously Palpatine is a second round pick that you got in the 3rd round. So
Yeah.
I was going to take him because he's in the whole series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darth Sidious.
yeah, he's good. And there's a couple more Star Wars characters that should probably be. But you know who shouldn't be in it? The dude from The Acolyte. Don't pick him. Whatever his name was. All
Not even
right,
seen
Luke,
it.
you're up.
I think I'm gonna go with. I have it between a couple people. I'm gonna go with Cruella de Vil.
Oh.
Nice.
Classic song, dude. Classic song.
Yep, she has the music for sure.
Quick sidebar with Cruella de Vil. When my 2 children were small, my oldest 2 children were small, and I would get home from work, I would tell them, and they were literally like 3 and 1, and I would say, "Hey, me and your mom, we got to go somewhere. So Cruella is going to babysit you tonight." And I would literally set them on the porch, shut the door, and lock it behind them. And they would just hear that lock click, and they would lose their minds. I mean, scream, fall on the ground. I'm a horrible parent, but it was fantastic. So out of all the people on this list, I've enjoyed Cruella de Vil as a villain more than any one of them. So if I was a judge, you'd get extra points for that for sure. All right, Judd, you're up.
All right. This has been a hard one. I've been thinking about this a lot, but let me go with another horror movie villain. I'll go Pennywise from It.
Okay.
Ooh. Scared the living, you know what, out of me as a kid.
Yeah, me too. Pennywise is way up there because I read the book first.
Yeah.
And like in the book, and then for some reason that made for TV movie,
Oh yeah.
it was terrible.
With Tim Curry as
But
Pennywise.
he was terrifying in that. Scarier, I think, in the made for TV version.
Hey, I still give sewer drains a wide berth when I walk by them because I'm scared of him saying hello, Georgie, out of the drain. It scares me to this day, 35 years later.
Yeah, in our neighborhood here in Bixby, Oklahoma, someone at Halloween goes around and puts red balloons in the sewer drains around our neighborhood.
Love it.
Which makes them a legend, I think.
Yeah.
But all right, Braxton, back-to-back picks, man.
Okay, question. How many? We have 5 picks or 7?
7 picks, just like every single week.
I missed a couple weeks.
Come on, young son.
I think that's right, old son. I think out of threat level, I'm going to take Godzilla.
Okay. Is Godzilla a bad guy?
In 54, he was a bad guy. His
He
original
destroyed all of Japan.
outing, he was the bad guy who terrorized Japan.
But he wasn't nearly
Godzilla
as
minus
powerful as
one.
all the other other Godzillas, where he's kind of a hero.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take it. The original Godzilla. I think that's a cool pick.
Yeah.
And your next one?
And then I'm going to take my favorite villain of all time. I almost took this in the first round, but I didn't. I'm going to take Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually like that pick a lot. I can't lie. I can't hate
Hey,
on that.
you're showing your age, Braxton.
I do like that pick because he has, in my opinion, one of the best exchanges when he finds out the Dragon Warrior is a panda, because he just keeps saying it over. He's like, he's a panda. He's a panda. Like he just keeps saying it over and over again, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Godzilla and Tai Lung. Okay, Judd.
Man, I'm getting that text notey. This is some might take this to be a pander pick, but it's not going to be because I have seen every episode of this TV show and also like it. I'm gonna take Lord Frieza from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Well, sorry, from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. He was not in Dragon Ball, but yes, give me Lord Frieza.
I have no idea who that is. I don't know how to spell it. So
So it's
Frieza.
so Rich, for some historical context, the dude came out in the manga, the Japanese manga, which is like the written comic book back in '89. So the guy's been around for a long time.
That's when I was born. Just so everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Luke, you're up. Good last pick with Cruella de Vil.
I'm gonna go with the third Star Wars pick, and I'm gonna take Darth Maul.
Okay. Nice pick. I like Darth Maul. Clearly the best, like, overall look of the Star Wars villains.
And debatably the coolest lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
that's
duel
true.
is awesome.
Which, by the way, Kylo Ren's lightsaber with the, like, I actually don't hate him as a character as much as most people do, but the dumb hand guards that are also laser seems like that would be bad from a tactical.
True, but the cracked crystal makes his lightsaber really sick.
Kind of the pulsing look on his on the blade. Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool. All right, Gabe, you're up.
Okay. This is either going to be hit or miss, but I feel like this is the most classic video game villain. I'm going to take Bowser.
Bowser. Okay. That is a classic video game villain. I think Bowser is a good pick. All right, Brady. Thanos, President Snow, T-1000.
Okay, this one I was most proud of when I wrote it down, and I feel like it's a great choice that nobody else was going to think of. The Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay. It's a good pick. We find out in actual Wicked that she wasn't a bad guy, but
Irrelevant.
In the original movie,
Godzilla turns out to be a hero. It's fine. Look, not everybody. It's not a win the whole way, but at least you get it.
In the original, she's a bad guy for sure.
She's a bad guy.
I mean, she commands flying monkeys and the whole thing.
And a little dog too.
And that's a great movie. I mean, it literally is a movie that when I was a child, it would sometimes be the Sunday night movie. and it was absolutely iconic. I was so excited when it would come on. All right, Jace, you're up. You took Scar on your last pick.
I'm gonna take a villain from the movie The Passion of the Christ. I'm gonna take Satan.
Not a fictional villain.
He's real.
Not fiction.
You're done.
I agree,
Veto.
but in the movie, some
No.
people in the world say he's
The movie's
fictional.
based
so I wanna
off
add him
of
to the
real
list.
events.
If Jace
I believe
thinks
it's a
that
real
Satan's
event, but
not
some
real,
people
then I'll
don't,
let it
so
pass.
it should count.
No, it doesn't count.
It's up to Jeff. He's the judge. My vote
Some
would be.
people, I believe it, but I'm not saying I
I
doubt
think if
the
Jay
Lord.
says
I'm
it's
just saying.
not real, then I think we should let it
If
count.
you can pick the devil, I think
No, hey, I'm gonna go with the group. I don't think that should be able to count. So
No pick for
All
Satan.
right, whatever.
It
yeah,
was nice to try to slide it through, though.
It was my heavyweight trying to sneak in there. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the witch from Narnia.
the White Witch,
Okay.
the White
The
Witch.
White Witch.
The White Witch.
That's a good pick.
Yes, it is. Been around for a long time.
Yeah. What's the stuff that she
Turkish
gives?
delight.
Yeah,
Turkish delight.
delight. I remember we were in Scotland and my dad and Riley tried Turkish delight and it was disgusting
Yeah,
and they hated it.
she gives that kid Turkish delight and hooks him on it.
All right, Evan, you're up with back-to-back picks.
All right, I'm dipping into Marvel one more time. I'm surprised this hasn't been picked because this guy's motive is to take out the whole human race, and that'll be Ultron.
Ultron's I think Ultron is a very underrated villain.
Ultron's the best MCU villain of all time.
He had one
So
of the most
far.
iconic voices, man. James Spader played that
Yeah.
to a. I mean, excellent. He played it so well.
I think Spader made it twice as good as it would have been with anybody else.
Yeah. No, he plays that. His voice on that role was like iconic. Okay.
All right, for my second pick, I'm gonna dip into Marvel just like mostly everyone has. I'm gonna have to go Maleficent.
You mean Disney?
Yeah. What did I say?
You said Marvel again.
You said
Oh,
Marvel.
okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm
I was
taking
like,
the first woman off the board. I think.
No, Jace took the White Witch. We got
Oh,
Wicked
okay.
Witch
I
of
took
the
Cruella
West,
de Vil.
Cruella. There's been
Oh.
3 other.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're
Maleficent
good.
is a solid pick though, dude. That
Absolutely.
she's bad.
And she turns into a dragon, right? That's her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes on
That's-
Prince
I mean,
Charming.
Honestly, I don't know from a power standpoint if anybody else turns into a dragon except for Smaug, who's already.
My guy is always a dragon. So always. And he
All right,
talks
Jay-
and he's really snarky. So I'm
All right, Jace, you're up. I don't think this is a last place list, so keep going with strong picks.
That's what we said last week. Okay, so for this pick, I don't know if this is everybody's cup of tea, but I'm really looking at cultural impact and like the quality of the character and entertainment value here. I'm gonna take the Night King from Game of Thrones. It's one of the most popular
Okay,
TV shows of all time.
I don't know who's the Night King. I don't know that character.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to admit I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I haven't.
It's one of
either,
the best
but
rated shows in the history of all time.
I'll
will
have to
take your
for
word.
it.
I will
Yeah.
take your word for it. But the Night King. All right. So, what character is the Night King? Who is he? Is he
like
the White Walker guy?
he's like the lead one, of the Night Walkers
Okay.
people. Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I know the general premise. Okay.
Put me
it.
in ChatGPT. I'll get a high score for that.
You're right. I think that is a good pick. Okay,
Thank you.
Brady. Wicked Witch of the West was last.
Is Magneto still on the board?
He is currently still on the
You
board.
take Magneto.
He's about to be so good in that.
And I
movie.
also know that Gabe was getting ready to take Magneto with the next pick
Oh.
because he texted me in case his Wi-Fi went out. So that is a heartbreaking pick.
Nailed it.
All right,
Sorry, Gabe.
Magneto's off the board. Gabe, you're up.
Take Freddy Krueger.
Okay. I would say from my childhood that he would be in the top 2 or 3. Certainly a great villain. Plus, there was a song about him by the Fresh Prince. DJ Jazzy Jeff in the Fresh Prince, actually. Okay, Luke, Darth Maul was your last pick. You're up.
I'm going to go a little bit rogue here. I'm going to go with the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
Nice pick.
Jeff liked that pick.
There's no
Jeff's a
way.
big
Yeah, I
fan of
kind
that
of like
pick.
that pick actually.
There's
watch
no
that
way
movie
he thought of that on
every-
his own, though.
Hey, we watch that every Christmas with with the girls, and it's like the Wet Bandits and the Sticky Bandits. Man, I mean, 1 and 2, just classic.
And if
Marvin
you say,
Harry.
if anybody says they don't have a high threat level, guaranteed anybody that has children would say that's the highest threat.
Like, hey, there's ice on the floor over there.
Didn't they
instead of
literally
walking
get
on that
defeated by a child?
I'm saying if your child was in a house with these two grown men, you would think that's the highest threat.
But they lost to the child.
Point.
Well, apparently Macaulay.
Gabe, you don't have kids, you wouldn't understand.
Low threat.
If Macaulay Culkin can get him, I hope my kid can.
Justice Kid's going to be just sitting in the corner drooling. Okay, Judd, you're up. Your pick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the villain from my favorite TV show of all time. I'm gonna go with Gus Fring from Breaking Bad.
Gus, what's the last name?
Fring, Fring.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Heard it's great.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is incredible. You should all watch it.
Okay, Braxton, you got back-to-back picks after your Tai Lung pick, which I think was a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I need a superhero villain. I'm gonna go Bane.
Okay, nice.
Broke the Batman.
Love me some Bane,
Born
even
in
though
the
he didn't end up
Darkness.
being the main villain in that movie.
Yeah, but he is the best villain of that series.
I think he, yeah, I
Best
like.
villain of the series over Heath Ledger's Joker.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
So
think
hot
he's
take.
better than Joker, but he's really close. And Tom Hardy is like just such a good actor.
That Bane did do great PR for Bane as a character.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you merely adopted the dog. I was born.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Star Wars pick. I think I'm gonna go Jango Fett.
Django. Okay.
Jango Fett.
Debatably not a villain. Depends what side you're on.
Do we need to vote?
Isn't he
Mercenary,
like mercenary
bounty
though?
hunter.
He'll kill anybody for money, right?
Yeah, but
Well, I'm ready. If I do have a animated character, but that's more like Japanese animation. I'm gonna go with like a more traditionally animated character. I'm gonna go Fire Lord Ozai with my next pick.
Okay, I like that.
hey, it should be Phoenix Lord Ozai.
That's true. But he doesn't ever really get to be Phoenix Lord because he's absolutely
At the end, he's Phoenix Lord when he's blasting the ground and his ship. I mean, he
for
calls
about
himself
half an
that.
episode. That's true. For about half an episode.
Yeah. So Fire Lord Ozai.
Yeah, I like that pick. I love that show.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Luke, you're up after the Wet Bandits.
Dude.
I'm going really niche here, so it could be risky. But as far as bad guys go, this guy is one of the worst guys ever. I'm going to go Terrence Fletcher from Whiplash.
I love that pick personally.
I don't know who that is. Terrence Fletcher.
That's cool. That's
yeah,
quiet.
he is
That's
a
pretty
bad
crazy.
guy.
He is definitely a villain of Whiplash,
Not
and
quite.
he's the
Dad,
worst
where
guy
did
of
the-
all time.
Where did I make you watch that movie? Do you remember?
Yeah, on the drive to Notre Dame. Like, we literally sat in the parking garage of our hotel for about 15 minutes before we went and checked in because we were not done with the movie.
And then we watched Puss in Boots on the way home.
Oh God.
All right, Gabe, you're up.
Gone.
Okay. I'm gonna take a villain that's been iconic for thousands of years, and I'm gonna take Hades.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Do we need to specify that one?
The
Are we going
Hades.
Greek mythology?
Are you going with Boots
Or are we going like Hercules, the Disney movie?
Interestingly enough, it's the same one in both.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well, yeah, but so is
it's a
Dracula
Greek
in Hotel
mythology.
Transylvania.
Some people actually would just say that's Satan. I don't know if that counts.
That's also a great point by Jace.
I think that only
It
improves
is-
my standing.
Jeff, I don't
It
think we
is
can
Greek
count that one.
What are we talking
I
about?
think
Hades?
Hades
No,
is a
Hades
fictional villain.
Hades is fictional.
Give me a break.
Yeah, he's not
That's
real.
how you know it's a really good pick when everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know if they should count that."
Okay, Brady, you're up.
Okay, we're going to Star Trek.
Okay.
I'm going Khan Noonan Singh.
Okay, the Wrath of Khan.
He's worst of all.
Yeah. So, does anybody remember who played Khan?
The original or the one that the remake?
No, the original. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't.
Wasn't it? Was it Jack? No, it wasn't Jack Palance, was it?
No.
No, I don't. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to look that
Oh,
up.
what's
at some
his
point. All right,
name?
Jace, you're up.
I can't remember if anybody took this, but anybody take Lex Luthor yet? Lex
Nope.
Luthor? Yeah, that's me.
Nice pick, but I think Evan was about to, based on his based on his reaction right there.
Sorry, Evan.
Superman's number one villain. That's a good pick.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
I do. It's a good pick.
Low threat level, only a guy.
I disagree.
He's about to help him in the new movie.
Bullet. All you need
Really
is bullet.
Team up.
Okay,
can make
Evan,
the
the
same
last
argument
two
for
picks
Batman.
right here. Finishing
All right,
off the list.
I'm gonna have to tap into DC as well. I'll pick probably the most powerful DC villain, Darkseid.
Its name is Darkseid. That's okay
Sorry.
though.
All right, I'm sorry.
It
I
is
almost said Darkseid because I was unsure. But I just remember seeing him in the Snyder cut. I mean, he's also in the regular Justice League, but he's so good in the Snyder cut.
Yeah, he's a whole team level threat. I mean, he's Justice League level threat. So
okay. Dark Side, and who's your next one?
I'm gonna go. This is my wild card. I hope this one lands. I'm gonna have to go Agent Smith from the Matrix.
oh man,
That was my next pick.
Mr.
Mine too.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Jace has never seen The Matrix.
What was the name?
Agent Smith.
Smith
Okay.
was not on my list, but that's a dang good pick, dude. That's a dang good pick.
Okay. Dark Side and Agent Smith. All right, Jace, final pick. Cap it off. No Hellboy pick here.
Yeah, Agent Smith was actually my pick, so we're from back. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take Scream.
The Scream guy?
Yeah, all 9 of them.
I don't
If
even
you ever
know
seen
if
it,
it's like
yeah,
I mean,
there's
worse
like
and
9
worse.
people that put on the mask in total so far, maybe 12. But yeah, that guy, the guy with the mask, all of them.
Scream villain. Okay. The Scream villain. Okay, Brady, you're up.
Okay, I'm going back to the books. James Moriarty from
Okay.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I like.
Ooh, Professor Moriarty. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. Has anybody watched the new Young Sherlock show, where him and Moriarty are buddies? It's pretty good.
I haven't.
Pretty good. Okay, Gabe. Final pick. You're up, man.
I am gonna go with Captain Hook.
Okay, I like that pick too.
Solid pick.
Some would argue that the crocodile is actually the scariest thing in that show. Because isn't Hook terrified of the crocodile?
Peter
Yeah,
Pan
he-
also just has an
Peter
island
Pan.
full of children, so
Took his hand.
Okay,
He could
Luke.
be the
You're
Peter
up.
villain.
Pan's a little bit scary too, low key. Let's be for real.
debatably the villain in that. I'm gonna go with another niche pick, and I'm gonna go with Newman from Seinfeld.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
Newman.
I don't know if you have ever seen an episode of Seinfeld.
That's
I
the best,
watched so
that's
much
the best pick
Seinfeld.
of the draft.
That
I'll
is-
stand by it. Luke just won.
I also work for the biggest Seinfeld fan of all time.
It's so funny.
There is no way that is the best pick of the draft. I mean, it's
That is
funny.
definitely
pick.
the best pick of the draft.
It definitely gets some laughs.
I
It'll,
will trade you all my picks for that pick.
it'll
Deal.
definitely make a short for TikTok. But okay, Judd, final pick.
No way I'm last this week.
This is hard. Yeah. This is hard. I'm just gonna go with another. I've just been picking my favorite people, to be honest with you. I've got them all so far. I'm gonna go Omni-Man from the new series Invincible with my last pick. I think from season 1.
Yeah, Omni-Man season 1 because he's not horrible.
That's true. But season
Great.
1, Omni-Man is an incredible villain.
He is a good
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah.
Although what's his face, I think, is a better villain in the show.
Conquest or Thrag?
Conquest.
Conquest, yeah.
Yeah, but but season 1 Omni-Man was just untouchable. Like,
I mean,
When Conquest is like sharing his heart in that last scene, where, that is unbelievably good.
Yeah.
All right, Braxton, final pick of the draft. A lot of pressure on you, man.
Do you remember how I ended this last time I was on the draft? The last pick I took?
I do not.
Oh, well, I took Dill Pickle.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do remember that now. You going similar?
I'm taking something close. I'm gonna take Plankton from SpongeBob.
That's right. That's a great pick.
I knew that pick was coming. I heard rumor of that already.
That's a great pick.
So,
Plankton.
Plankton.
Hey,
Okay.
I mean, it's the most popular Nick show of all. I mean, it's the most popular kid show of all time. I mean, he's basically equivalent to like Bin Laden to Bikini Bottom.
whoa.
hey, can we, now that everybody's ChatGPT list is gone, can we go through one more wild card pick to throw it off?
I like that idea.
You think that?
Yeah,
You want a
now that
wild
everybody's
card. You want
ChatGPT
a-
list is gone. Yeah, one wild card they weren't prepared for. Just
Okay,
to
then
start
I'll-
typing.
I'll say, can I do a rant?
Jace is the AI. I just know it. He's picking characters he's never even heard of.
I got
Okay,
one
so-
loaded. I got one loaded.
On the fly, we'll do a wild card pick, starting though with Braxton moving back up the list. Because I don't think Braxton doesn't have anything loaded after Plankton. That was his final gasp.
Don't let him type.
Well,
on the
I didn't
clock.
take a Marvel. I didn't take a Marvel supervillain, and I think I might do that. Okay, I'm gonna go Loki.
Early Loki, before he turns good.
Avengers Loki.
Yeah, before the TVA variant Loki. Okay.
Best
Uh,
Marvel.
All right, Judd.
Hey, did anybody take Chucky?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good pick, but give me Chucky. Just give me that Chucky.
I
Jason loves
hated
Chucky.
that. Listen, I hated that doll. I
That's a good pick.
I was not scared of a ton of things growing up, but I was definitely scared of Chucky. Like, I don't know why. I just didn't like him. I felt like if he snuck into my room at the middle of the night, like if Freddy snuck in, I could see him because he's full size, but Chucky could slide under my sight line. So I did not love that about him. Okay, Luke, you're up. You had Newman last, so you
Yep,
can go
phenomenal
up.
pick. I'm gonna go with Homelander.
I have no idea who that is.
From the
I don't know
boys.
who that is either. My dad told me it was a good pick, so
From the boys. He's pretty demented and pretty sick. So
That's a good pick. I was trying to get Gabe to take him.
All right, Gabe, you're up. Bonus pick.
I'm gonna take the Shredder from the Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
nice, classic.
Okay.
I actually
The
can't believe I
bonus-
forgot about Shredder. That's a
the
great
bonus pick may have elevated Gabe to a win.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
good value pick on the 8th round,
The
Gabe.
Shredder in the 8th round is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Brady.
Okay, I know somebody already picked a really great villain from Transformers, which was my favorite cartoon growing up. But I think Unicron is the bigger villain.
Oh yeah,
All right.
So I say Unicron.
that's a good pick from a threat level. Like
Megatron is way cooler.
he's cooler, but Unicron is a planet-sized bad guy.
Yeah.
Dude, Unicron would get worked by Plankton.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a planet-sized bad guy already picked in this, honestly. But
Yeah, me
okay,
too.
Jace, you're up. You called for this
I'm gonna-
bonus round, Jace. You better kill this pick.
I'm coming up. This is before his turn of a good man, but I'm going to take the Grinch.
Okay. The Grinch. He did steal Christmas.
Classic Jace.
This
I
is
mean,
before his heart
Bruce
became
Sanders-
larger. Yes, I don't think of the
Yes.
good guy Grinch. Think of the evil one.
Early
You
Grinch.
think about him every year.
Grinch.
Okay,
He's
Evan.
iconic.
Man, it's a lot I could pick through. I think I think I gotta go Jafar.
Okay. A nice Disney villain to finish it off. And Jafar, when he had the lamp, was pretty incredible until Aladdin tricked him. So Okay, so everybody, Jeff, everybody gets 1 minute to defend their list to you. You can make notes while they're defending, and then we're going to have you count them down from worst to first right after that.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, you don't just
Okay.
get to pick a winner. You got to tell us who the loser is.
Oh man, that's hard. That's hardcore right there.
Okay, Evan, defend your list.
All right, I think first off, I've got some good variety. I picked people from all different universes. I've got arguably the most iconic villain of all time with the most iconic opening theme in Darth Vader. I feel like I've got the most powerful Marvel villain of all time in Doctor Doom. I've got the classic Michael Myers that scares kids every year. Ultron. I've got one of the most classic Disney villains of all time with Maleficent. And then Agent Smith tapping into a good movie. Dark Side, most powerful DC villain. And then I picked Jafar, who could do anything with that lamp when he had it in his possession. So I think I've got some pretty powerful people, some classics, some good variety, and some well-known villains.
All right. Jace,
Dad,
you're up.
did you pop our list on the screen?
I sure can.
Just so the people can see them?
Probably
Jack
a
can't
lot,
remember what he chose.
a lot neater
No,
than
I have
mine.
it written down. I have them written down. I do
Yeah,
have
mine
them
are,
written down.
I have everybody's written down, but they're like, so it's probably not as neat. Yeah. Okay, that matches what I have.
Okay, Jace, you're up.
Okay, for me, pick one. I took Joker, arguably the most iconic and interesting villain of all time. Number 2, Jaws. If you like that type of movie, great for you, but you'll never not know the music. Scars for Kids, the most iconic Disney character of all time. That's a bad guy. The White Witch of Narnia. That is a bit of a wild card, but people love that movie, and she's evil and closest thing to Satan in any show. The Night King from the Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones is ranked maybe the number 1 show of all time, depending on how you search it. I know not everybody knows that, but that is super iconic, and everybody knows Lex Luthor works with everything. That's bad. Superman guy. Scream. There's 12 of them. Pick one. And then 8. Grinch is a bad guy for kids. I got it all.
All right, Brady, you're up.
Okay, I feel like mine transcends many generations. So you can ask people from all kinds of generations. From Star Trek, old people know the old one, and young people know the new iteration of it. Unicron from Transformers, that's my favorite. But again, those cartoons go way back. President Snow's from the most famous book series that is currently out. Sherlock Holmes, James Moriarty, he's classic puzzle master, mind messing up villain. Like, he's amazing. Wicked Witch of the West, whether you got the old one or the new one, she's bad in both. She's a villain in both. I also kind of a good person in the new ones, but whatever. Everybody knows them. It's the most famous Broadway play, all about her. Terminator, classic. Magneto, classic. Thanos killed half the universe. So
I think that Thanos killing half the universe definitely is a power play here. All right, Gabe, you're up. Defend your list.
Yeah, I think in terms of what is iconic, I don't think anybody really comes close to my list. Every single character on my list would be known by any random person you walked up to on the street of any age, some of which are thousands of years old, some of which are brand new. Every single person knows who they are. Sauron, obviously, goated villain from Lord of the Rings. Dracula, maybe the most well-known villain ever. Loki could be real, we don't know. Palpatine, I mean, I think Darth Vader is the clear number 1 villain, but if you think about it, like, in terms of the broad scale of the Star Wars series, Palpatine is the main villain. Darth Vader comes back to the light side in his last stand. Bowser, greatest video game villain of all time. Freddy Krueger, iconic horror villain. Hades, like I said, thousands of years old. Everybody knows about him. You learn about him in school. Captain Hook, classic. And the Shredder, probably the biggest steal of the draft in that wild card round. So,
yeah, it's great. Okay, Luke, you're up. You got some splaining to do, man.
My biggest advantage is that pretty much every pick that I have is elite in multiple categories that is in the criteria for this. For Voldemort, obviously cultural impact, threat level, his legacy that he left, all almost maxed out. Hannibal Lecter, arguably the best quality and entertainment combo. Cruella de Vil obviously has huge cultural impact. The music, just hearing the door lock, the story that you told, she has variety. Darth Maul, obviously, iconic status. Just anytime somebody, like even when you're a kid and you see like somebody in Star Wars that has the yellow face like Maul, they all automatically think it's Darth Maul, just because he owns that. Wet Bandit's obviously one of the best kid movie picks villains for Christmas time. Like if you see an outline of a short guy and a tall guy during Christmas time, you automatically think of the Wet Bandits. So those guys are great. And then, I mean, Newman is probably the number one everyday bad guy of all time. Seinfeld is a show about nothing, and he is the bad guy of that show. So arguably the best pick of the draft. Brady's giving me a thumbs down because he does not know ball.
He's a nothing villain.
Yeah.
Boo, does nothing.
Boo.
He's the best. He's the best. He's the best
No
pick
threat.
for sure.
No
and Jeff
threat.
loves that pick, so I don't even care.
No threat.
He
And then
doesn't love you in
Homelander
last place.
obviously has huge threat. Basically, the reason my lift's so strong is because I have people who can destroy the world, and then also people that can give you jury duty in your mailbox. So
I think that's a pretty good for a list that I thought was terrible before he started explaining it. I feel like I like it better now. So I think you did a good job explaining it. Okay, Judd, you're up.
All right. I think my list is very strong in diversity. I think that's one thing that I tried to pick a villain that maybe it's not a villain that every individual person has heard of, like Gabe said in his list, but every person has heard of a villain on my list, whether you're in Japan or you're in America. It's not specific to one country. I also think that going off the rubric, quality of character is very strong on my list. And I'd like to say that cultural impact, Gus Fring, while that seems like that might not be a super popular pick, Breaking Bad is, if I'm not wrong, still the highest rated show of all time. And he is the main villain of that show. So I think that definitely helps my list there. And I also have villains that have been keeping up kids since, Dad, when were you born, like the 50s? So long time ago, they've been keeping Pennywise and Chucky have been keeping guys up since the 50s, as my dad said. So, and then I also have a new pop and very like hip villain as in Omni-Man, which is very, very popular right now. So I think and then Smaug, which is, in my opinion, I just think he's awesome. He's a dragon that can talk, and it's pretty cool. So I just think my list is cool, and I also think that there's a villain on there for everybody, including Green Goblin, my favorite villain of all time.
It was definitely over a minute.
Yeah, you got to deduct some points for going too long. All right, Braxton, you're up. 1 minute to describe your list or to defend your list.
I feel like I got a lot of characters who represent more than what they are, like Plankton, Drago for sure, and Boba Fett for sure. Definitely everybody's favorite.
You said
Star Wars
Jango
villain
Fett.
as a kid.
You said Django. You had Django.
Crap. Jango Fett. Well, let's go back to Plankton. Plankton just does more than anybody ever could comprehend. He attacks you mentally, physically, from every corner. He knows every weakness in you. He's trying to shut down probably the most iconic food chain of all time. And I feel like that pick alone could justify me winning.
honestly, Plankton seems like an animated version of Newman. Braxton, we have the two best picks.
It's
Okay.
well,
Yeah,
I'd
we have
say
the
it's a
two best
combination
picks in the
of
draft.
Newman and Hades.
That's all right. That's everybody's defense. Jeff, rank them from last to best.
Okay. So I'm using the rubric, and I'm also using. I'm trying to look through who has the most of their picks on my personal list. It also is kind of a secondary rubric. I have to admit, I don't know who some of these characters are that y'all picked, so I think it's probably a disadvantage to me and to you guys because I don't know their quality and their threat level and the legacy and longevity. Although he had some good picks, I'm gonna rate Braxton last with this Plankton and his what did he have? Tai Lung, okay, Bane and Jango Fett was kind of a questionable bad guy because he's kind of a mercenary, so forth. So I'm gonna have him in number 7. I don't get that one.
Respect.
Jace is not last, y'all.
That's right, Braxton. You suck.
So, man, these are so good. These are so good, though. Man, okay. I'm gonna have to go. Although I liked 2 of his picks were classics. I'm gonna go Luke next. I love Newman and I love Wet Bandit. but I don't know who Terrence Fletcher is. And then I don't know who that is. So you have a knock there for me.
Newman
so
definitely makes up for that, but that's neither here nor there.
He's 6. I'm
Not here.
maybe there.
Yeah, me getting worse than Brady is insane.
Wow, shots fired on Brady.
Brady picked the wrong Terminator too.
We'll see, and then I'm gonna go. And there again, it is my thing, and I'll take y'all's comments after. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jace next.
Okay, that's a big improvement.
Joker's been around for decades, and he's probably the most iconic comic book bad guy of all time. But Night King, I don't know who that is. And then the Scream guy is kind of vague, being there's like 12 different iterations of the same guy. It's kind of vague for me. So let's see, what do we got left? Okay, so we have what? Evan, Brady, Gabe, and Judd left.
Yep.
Okay, I have my number 1 already picked. I'll go with Brady as the next one.
I'll take it.
Number 4.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Because I said,
So we all three of us get points at this point, right?
Podium,
Yeah,
baby.
the next 3,
Podium. That's the goal.
even though he flubbed his T-1000, he should have gone the original Terminator, the original Schwarzenegger Terminator. I'll give him a little bit of points for that, but he flubbed that one. He should have been the OG Terminator, Brady. But Thanos,
This is my favorite.
Thanos has obviously the ultimate threat level. So he would have max points on that. So then number 2, I would say number 3. I'd give it to Evan for number 3.
Okay. Podium, bronze medal.
I think Vader has the most iconic entry music of any villain ever. I don't think Doom is by any means the most powerful Marvel villain by a long shot. I know the trailer makes him look like that, but he's not. Myers is classic. Ultron is great. Maleficent is probably my number 1 pick for a Disney villain. But yeah, and the Agent Smith was a random for you. That was a really good pick. I didn't have him on my list. And then I would give Judd number 2. And then Gabe number 1.
Come on, baby. Come on.
So
I couldn't
Judd
wait 3 weeks in a row.
Judd had Smog. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. Green Goblin is right up there with the Joker as most iconic comic book villain. Pennywise still scares the junk out of me as a 45-year-old man. Frieza, I'm a DBZ fan. And then I don't know who Gus Fring is. I've never watched Breaking Bad, so it's kind of a knock on me. And then Firelord Ozai is kind of a deep cut for the Avatar fans. But my number 1 on my list, gentlemen, and the reason I gave it to Gabe is obviously Sauron is not my number 1, but he's right up there as Dracula. I think Dracula is the most iconic villain of all time. He's in every medium. He's been around since like 1890 something. He's been in literature. Every vampire movie, book, comic, cartoon ever since then has been from that guy. So my opinion, Dracula was the number 1, got all the points. So
Okay, I'm going to break them down.
Oh, wait, hold on, Jeff.
In AI, real quick.
Yeah, put me through ChatGPT.
Okay, Jeff. Jeff, when you said Gus Fring on Judd, you said that was a knock on you, but since you didn't know somebody on mine.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know who
Game of Thrones, the Night King. That's actually a bigger villain than Gus. Gus sucks.
I don't know who Night King is. I don't know who Gus Fring is. I don't know who Terrence Fletcher is. I don't know who these people are.
The Night King led an army of 1 million dead men.
See, I don't know. I've not seen Game of Thrones.
Rubric, bud. Power level's not that high up there. We're talking about.
I mean, Game of Thrones is R-rated, Jace. I can't watch R-rated movies.
I know it's iconic. I haven't seen it either ever in my life, but I just know it's one of the most popular TV shows of all time.
I'm going to give you Chat's breakdown. I think this is going to shock. Actually, Gabe was, I think, the clear-cut winner in my opinion, and Chat also ranked him as the clear-cut winner.
What a performance!
But the rest of the rankings are crazy in my opinion. Although it did rank Braxton last, so it got the first and last the same.
Okay.
It had Judd at 6.
Wow.
Jace at 5, which I think is where Jace was.
Yeah.
It had Evan at 4, Luke at 3, and Brady at 2.
Okay.
But here's the crazy thing. The scores are essentially, they're out of 100. and I put our rubric in there, it literally, Braxton's list was an 82 and Gabe's was an 87. You guys were that close.
Wow.
All 7 guys were within 5 points of each other.
Dang.
Okay. And what's really interesting about this show and about the guys doing it, it's literally been that way every single, like we tease Jace about a couple of bad picks and a few of these, but everybody's within 5 or 6 points every single week. So it's pretty crazy that, which I guess ChatGPT is just doing their homework for them. But I think that it's a testament to the fact that every one of these lists were very good.
Yeah.
And I think you could have, but I do think Gabe was the clear-cut winner because I think and this is the reason why I think so, every other list had at least one questionable pick or like pick based on personality or whatever. These were all just straight bomb picks. There was no I think some weird guy from a sitcom should be on this. These were all just
Whoa.
I didn't say any names.
It's the only sitcom villain.
Hey, and picking on the fly, picking Shredder as like an 8th round wild card was epic. I mean, that was like your value of the draft. It was I mean, that was like top points for that one.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you some villain, and Jeff, you could throw a few in here. Here's some guys that I think I'm surprised weren't on there. I'm surprised Jason Voorhees didn't make the list.
Yep.
A hockey mask is pretty iconic.
It was on mine.
And I'll be honest, with this age group, and it may be just because it's all guys, I'm surprised Dolores Umbridge didn't make the list. Yeah. She is the worst. I think she's worse than Voldemort.
Nah, she ain't that powerful though. She just
but I've never hated a character there's only one fictitious character that I hate worse than Dolores Umbridge, and it's Charles Minor. So Charles Minor would have got high score from me.
I don't even know that I know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
Quit. I should have taken Toby.
Yeah,
let's not act like Toby or Charles Minor is worse than Newman.
Those would have been good picks. But I am not a Seinfeld guy, so I don't have the context with Newman. But Jeff, was there anybody that you thought got left out that definitely should have been called?
So, I think it's Evan's point about Dr. Doom, I would have picked Galactus as my number one all time. You know, he was Fantastic Four's very first villain back in the 60s. He eats planets for breakfast, literally. He has a herald called the Silver Surfer who can like dang near one shot anybody in the Marvel universe, and that's his servant. So I would have said Galactus. My pick from like an action, I would have picked the Predator from '87 Schwarzenegger movie. I think the Predator was one of the most iconic bad guy villains because I mean he just stalks a group of elite commandos and just slaughters them. So, and then
what's interesting about the Predator is we also watched that on our way to a Notre Dame football game, and it was me, Judd, and Jeff.
Yes, we did. And then I would have probably picked another video game because I know we only went one with Bowser. I think Gabe had picked Bowser. I'm a Zelda fan. I would have picked Ganon. So, 86 came out in 86. I think it was Legend of Zelda. So he's been around for 40 years. So
easy on how long ago 86 was.
I should have pandered to my judge more.
That did win Judd one round. So
Jeff is the undisputed GOAT judge for sure.
Yeah,
I will never counter the judge because that's how it works.
Yeah, that's right.
I wanted to say one thing though that gets y'all ready for these next two Avengers movies. Why I picked Dr. Doom is because they made a comic in 2015 where he basically becomes God Emperor Doom, where people keep on texting me. And that's what they're basing these movies off. So I just want to say that so y'all get ready for these two movies.
Yeah,
they're going to be great.
It have to be. I mean, because Doom by himself is Iron Man with magic. I mean, by himself. I mean, when he takes on Beyonder's power and Franklin Rich's power, he becomes God Emperor Doom, and he's like all powerful. Yeah, no, I get it, man. I mean,
so I didn't know. I'm with you. I agree on it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this has been an excellent episode. Congratulations, Gabe, for your big win. And this is the Draft Guys. We are out.